welcome to the Pottervision podcast, the podcast where every 2 weeks, myself, Lukas Kirkby, and another self, not myself, yourself, Tom Lawrenson, we read a chapter of the Harry Potter books and then we talk about it, don't we? This week we're on episode 128. Ooh, it's a power of 2. And we're on chapter 31 of book 5, O.W.L.s, or as I like to pronounce it, O.W.L.s.
I do as well.
Yeah, come on. Although we call them GCSEs, don't we? But you couldn't say that phonetically, could you? It don't work, does it?
I don't know. It depends how trained your tongue is. Do you have one of those one of those tongues that can pronounce any word? Mm-hmm.
Well, if you put the G and the C together, you could have ches like that.
The GC, Gemma Collins.
You ain't ever gonna get any of this candy.
That's
you want your qualifications? You got to work for them. Got to revise.
You ain't ever gonna get this candy.
Do you know what I'm saying?
What? You're not ever going to get this candy.
Gemma Collins is in like a bikini. She reveals herself to Arch.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, God. This is a reality show.
Yeah.
You ain't ever gonna get this candy.
And what's for the people who got the reference first time, but listening now, they're like, all right, yeah, okay. Yeah. We don't need 4 times. What about 5?
You ain't ever gonna get this candy.
Well, much like, because I think the other week we were talking about how I have quite good X Factor knowledge from like a 5-year span. Is this your area of like reality TV where you'd watch a bit of The Only Way is Essex?
No, I did for a bit, yes, that is true. But this clip, I'd not seen the full episode of. I think Gemma Collins for a while went viral on Instagram, Twitter, for like Hun pages, you know, like just Hun stuff. Do you know,
what's Hun stuff?
She's all very like attitude and loving herself. Do you know what I mean? And not like giving a shit what anyone thinks. Kind
like
of vibe.
Attila the Hun.
And I think no, and I think I think a lot of Instagram. There was even Gemma Collins dedicated Instagram pages. But this clip, it really struck a chord with me because you ain't ever. First off, I don't think British people ever string them words together. You ain't ever. You ain't ever. You're never gonna probably. You ain't ever gonna get fine. This candy. Candy?
Yeah.
Candy's American. Right, let's see what you've got. Pair of breasts. Vagina. What's that? Brain liquor? Gobstoppers? Candy necklace?
Yeah, but it's not very alluring, is it, if you take off a towel, reveal yourself in a bikini and go, well, no one's going to be getting these sweets.
Oh, he said, who wants these toffees then? Huh?
Oh, anyone want a Cola Cube or 2?
Ringing a bell. Come get your toffees.
Oh, what's up, Arch? She's never going to let me have her rhubarb and custard.
Oh, Arj. And Arj famously went through battles with addiction and weight gain, but now I think he had his stomach stapled and he's gone through rehab, so he's no longer taking cocaine and he is extraordinarily slim.
Bloody hell. You think stapling would keep it all in, wouldn't you? He should have had his stomach hole punched.
And what?
Then it'd all come out, wouldn't it?
Have a burger seep into his bum, into his leg. Is that what you want?
A little bit, yeah. I don't know him well enough to be concerned about a burger in his bum.
Mr. Kirkby, you really are a silly man.
I'm still laughing at the idea of Attila the Hun inspiring lots of confident young women to be more like him.
What have you been up to, old boy?
Well, I've got no stories. I've been a bit poorly this week. I don't know if you can hear that I'm a bit nasally, a bit coughy.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I think there's supposed to be something going round.
Maybe
Europe.
got it off. Maybe got it off me.
Yeah, maybe got it off you. Yeah, so I apologise if I cough. I do have some emergency sucky sweeties in case
You need to
I get into
sucky.
trouble. But I did have lime ones which were nice, and then these ones aren't as nice. I think they are... Oh, that's why, sugar-free. Come on, I'm ill. What are you doing sugar-free for? Yeah, so a bit poorly, but
Give me the sugar.
Stories. What
Well,
else Hey, Martina heard me. There's some lime ones. Oh, one. Here we go. Well, I'll save that for a treat later.
That's the thing. I've been ill. Oh God,
Yeah.
I've been ill, and my fitness has gone right down out the window because I'd started again. I was like, okay, I want to get fit for December. Go into December feeling all good, but then I broke my back and I got sciatica, and I've not been able to move, and so you just sit down all the time and not burn any calories and overconsume.
Do you think you're going to be ready for the January shows?
I'll just do it sat on the side of the stage.
You'd be like Richard Osman, wouldn't you, on Pointless?
Kicking my legs.
Yeah. Well, you don't do that much physically, do you? It's like just standing there saying things, isn't it? While I run around.
You don't run around that much in this new one.
No, we've gone right. We've passed that, aren't we? Yeah? Those were the old days.
This one's about standing still.
I know. Well, we've always said it's like people going to watch Laurel and Hardy on their final tour. I think people do. They'll come to some 5 years ago they were doing cartwheels, jumping up and down, roly-polies. This time, both of them, throughout the whole thing, were leaning against the wall.
Oh.
It's me, Draco Malfoy. Don't get up.
I think it was some kind of Yoko Ono, John Lennon comment because the whole set piece was them two in bed looking at the audience for the hour.
Hey, that'd be nice.
And at one
Just
point,
record all the scenes on audio and then just have us dream about them.
then at one point, they lifted up the duvet, and on Tom's side, he pulled out a 2-litre bottle that was unbranded, but it was possibly filled with Lucasade. And on Lucas's side, there was no question about this. He lifted up the duvet and placed onto the floor a used nappy.
A huge what?
A used nappy.
A used nappy. Yeah. Yeah, so if anyone wants to buy tickets to see that, go on Pottervision.com. All the links are available. We'd love to see you there, wouldn't we?
Oh, have they put up your school image yet?
My school image. Oh, no, not yet.
Putting
no.
a big poster of you up outside the school, weren't they?
Yeah, they still are, I think. Yeah. It's going to be pretty big. I'd imagine it's, I don't know, about 10 metres tall, probably. Pretty big.
10 Wow. That is big.
Yeah.
It can be a big...
Well, it's like a 3-4 story building. It's going to cover most of it.
That's funny. That is so funny.
Yeah.
And is it a full... Is your shoe going to be in it? Is it a body shot?
It's a full body shot, yeah.
So funny. You looking up at your trainers that are covered in paint.
Oh. Hey, I didn't wear them this time. I got some new shoes. Well, Martina got me some new shoes.
Let me... Have you seen that clip of Cliff Richard?
Right, I'm sure there's many. You might have to narrow it down a bit.
You're going to love
Which
it.
clip of Cliff
You'd
Richard?
know. So Cliff Richard,
Go on.
who, if you don't know, listeners, is why me and Lucas sing this all the time. Congratulations and celebrations.
Celebrations. It's Cliff.
He was on this morning or something, and someone asked him, "Did you ever meet Elvis?" And he's like, "Oh, old,"
Yeah.
and he's withered, and he was like, Oh, I had the chance. Someone I knew said, oh, do you want to meet him? They're arranging it. But then I saw a clip of him on television and he gained a lot of weight. And I thought, oh no, if I'm going to have my photograph with him, I don't want it taken with him while he's fat. I'd like a photo of him when he's slim. It's just not as nice. And Alison Hammond.
Right.
And then because he was like, because I put it up in my house, I wouldn't want it up in the house.
Right.
And then Alison Hammond goes, oh, is that why you've never invited me around your house?
That's funny. Did he laugh?
No, he's completely oblivious to it all.
All right. I want to see that clip now.
It's going... But
what's he expecting, like? Hope Elvis starts on a new weight loss regime.
And
if he wants to be in my living room.
And it's funny because people on Twitter were using clips of fat families, and it's like, oh, when Cliff Richard comes round your house, good morning, hello, fatty.
Thing is, he probably doesn't have a doormat. He has a set of scales where you're allowed in.
And it made me what you said made me think of it. Because someone else was joking, sending before he lets anyone come round, you have to send a picture of yourself head to toe. This is me.
Yeah. Yeah, no flattering jumpers.
So,
God. Well, that makes me not want to go around to Cliff's house. Sounds boring.
How have you been playing Mario Wonder? Have you been enjoying it?
I've been very much enjoying Mario Wonder. It's fantastic. I think, well, you advertised it the other week, I think. But yeah, halfway through each level, you touch a star and then everything goes a bit mad, doesn't it? It's very exciting.
I think it's brilliant.
Yeah. And I do like being Mario as an elephant as well. That's a bit of fun. Yeah. Spraying water, killing people with my trunk.
I completed it last night. I got everything.
Hey. Well,
actually, I tell a lie. But there's one extra thing, but I'm not going to do it. You need to get all of the 10 coins, and you got to get top of the flagpole on each level.
Oh right, bloody hell!
And I'm like, well, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. Yeah, I know you want me to, but have your extra level, all right?
So I ordered Mario Brothers U Deluxe, new Mario Brothers U Deluxe.
Oh yeah.
Have you got that?
Well, I don't know about the deluxe one. I've got the Super Mario U.
Yeah, it's that.
Yeah, but yeah, very good. Well, I'm only on the second world with the pink clouds.
But it's annoying. It's a step down, Mario Brothers U.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I didn't know it would be such a step down. I'm playing it, and if anything, it's a bit harder. It doesn't look as nice.
Yeah.
And for the first time in ages, I've got this feeling of disappointment where I'm like, I was really enjoying that.
Yeah. Oof. Well, you just wait 6 or 7 years, they'll bring out another one.
Oh, I'll just do that then, shall I?
Yeah.
I'll just do that then.
Let's do that, yeah?
Right. So I ordered that Mario game on Amazon. I do this thing where people ask me what I want for Christmas, and I think of something, but then I get excited by it, and instead of telling them, I just order it myself.
That's good. Oh, God. My voice went funny then. That's good.
So I'm like, I'll be like, because I could have, because everyone, like my sisters, and Lucy and my mum always want to ask me what I want for Christmas, but I'm always like, don't know. And they'll think of something, I'm like, oh, get that now, actually.
Well, I remember, I think it was last year or the year before, where, because I'm terrible for trying to remember trying to think of an idea of what I want for Christmas.
Yeah.
And I must have had the same idea twice, because I asked my dad for something, forgot I'd asked him for it, and then bought him the same gift. So when it came to Christmas morning, I think it was a book or something. But I opened mine and I went, oh, I completely forgot I'd asked for this. And he opened his and it was the same book. I was like, well, we've both got the same book.
Looking at each other. You are similar to him, so he would have been happy.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I do get a bit scatty at Christmas. I once gave my sister a Christmas card and forgot to write in it. So it's just a blank Christmas card. she opened it up, she was like, wow, lovely dear.
What was I saying? What was I watching? Me and Lucy were watching something. I think it was like Taskmaster or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that was it. Lucy said, you and Lukas would be good as the hosts of Taskmaster. And I was like, I don't think so. And she's like, why? And I was like, neither of us are paying attention.
Well, I can imagine you sitting on the throne.
Yeah, but if you had the other job of paying attention, you're only you give it 70%. Oh, sorry, I was playing I was playing Animal Crossing. What did you want?
No, I think I pay attention, but then I get distracted. That's my problem.
Yeah, that's
Something's
losing concentration.
Yeah, I suppose. If I don't lose concentration, it just goes somewhere else. Just gets displaced. It's like energy. It can't be lost or made. It just moves, doesn't it?
I just, whereas I zone out. Well, what do you think? Where are you going to score that, Tom?
Producer. All right. David Mitchell. He's not even on the team. He's not one of the contestants. Oh.
But it's funny, so I ordered that Amazon parcel, the game, and it came today. I know the guy posted it through the letterbox. And then I'm in the bathroom, and he starts banging on the door like mad. I'm like,
yeah,
what the hell? Guy banging on the door.
Yeah.
I go downstairs, and so I've got glass panels in the door, but to look through them, you've got to get on your tiptoes and get up.
Oh, you don't have to tell me.
I come downstairs, and this man is staring into my house. I go,
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I thought it was like an attempted home invasion. And I walk up through the glass panel. I'm like, you all right? And he's like,
yeah,
like that. And I'm like, what do you want?
And
he won't say. He's just like looking at me. And I go, what? I go, what do you want? And he goes, I've posted it through, but I forgot to scan it. And I'm like, oh, okay. I open the door, let him scan it. So this man see me come downstairs, see his face, and go, man's looking at me.
Yeah, come on, who forgets to scan it? I think he just wanted to get a good look at your head to toe, like Cliff Richard.
Oh. I'm going to the cinema tonight.
Oh, yeah, with Lucy?
No, with my sister Sophie. I think Lucy's going to yoga.
Oh.
But me and my sister Sophie are going to see a film called Saltburn.
Oh. Yeah. And what's it about?
I don't know. But I tell Lucy, I'm seeing a Saltburn with Sophie on on Wednesday. Lucy goes, isn't that a sexy film? I'm like, it's what? She goes, yeah, it's meant to be really sexy. And I'm like, oh, God. I want to see that with my sister. And so I text Sophie saying, hey, let's go see Napoleon instead. And she goes, no, look shit.
Me want to see sexy Saltburn. Is that at the home cinema you're going?
No, a different one. I won't say which cinema I'm going to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hey, well, that's exciting. Well, you'll have to let us know next time whether it was good.
Whether it was
whether
sexy.
It was weird watching that with your sister.
Or not. It was the last film you saw at cinema. What's it called? Exorcist.
Yeah, on my own on a Wednesday or Tuesday night, 10 at night.
And you wouldn't have it any other way, would you?
Yes, I would. Yeah, of course I would.
What do you mean? What are you saying?
Watch it with somebody else.
Oh,
But it was a bit horrible, wasn't it? People like crawling around being mean.
what, in the cinema?
No, on the Exorcist girls. You're going all horrible and talking with potty mouths.
Mm.
Oof. Yeah, bloody hell. They can be evil and stuff, but they don't need to be swearing all the time, do they?
No.
Trying to think I don't know if I'm excited by anything that's going to be out in the cinema. No, not really.
I want to see Napoleon, even though it's got poor reviews. Maybe we could do a double vision on Napoleon.
Napoleon. Who's in it? Any famous actors?
Joker.
The Joker's in it. What's his name? Joker Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix. Joker Phoenix. That'd be funny if he changed his name to Joker Phoenix. I'm Joker Phoenix. No, you know, Joaquin Phoenix. You played the Joker. And you danced to Gary Clare.
You in a minute.
No, that's the Pottervision boys.
Oh. Well, Napoleon. It's weird. That's like a part of history I know nothing about all that time.
Me too. It'd be a good learning experience.
It'll be a good learning experience, and then maybe afterwards we could watch Sean Bean and Sharp to compare.
Yeah.
Now, do you have any more stories?
Wonder, tick, school image, tick, man knocked on my door, tick, sexy film with my sister, tick. I'm done.
Well, I had Poorly Boy, tick. Forgot my laptop cable. Well, that's the beginning and the end of that story. Just to tell you that today I had to be very conservative with my charge at school. That's about it, really. Oh, my mum and dad are coming this weekend to Fulda. Did I tell you that?
Are you excited?
Am I tired?
Are you excited?
Oh, I am excited. Yeah, it'd be very nice to see them. Your mum and dad are coming to visit. Are you tired? You need your energy. Yeah, I do need my energy, yeah. Yeah, I am excited because they're going to be here just as the Christmas markets are starting up, which is always exciting in Germany. And,
do some videos. I would like to see what an authentic Christmas market looks like, because we get Christmas markets over here and it's just full of chavs.
Yeah, well, full of Germans over here.
Is it cheaper because you source the sausages and beer in-house?
Yeah, I think so. Wholesale instead of retail, innit? Yeah. Yeah, I'll take a few videos showing you what's crack-a-lacking.
And I'll watch.
You can watch.
It'd be good to see your mum and dad. You've not seen them in a while, have you?
I last saw them in Edinburgh in the end of August.
Didn't you drive?
September.
Did you go straight to the airport, or did you go to Wales after Edinburgh first?
We did have like 1 or 2 nights back there, yeah.
Did you see them?
August. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, I think it's clear to say you might be a bit shy around them. So we'll do a role play now, me and you, of when you next see them.
Yeah, all right.
Are you going to pick them up from the airport?
Well, Martina is. I'm in work.
Okay, so they're going to be in your house?
Yeah, for example, yeah.
Okay, then. So you coming home, I'll be one of your parents in your house, all right?
Okay, in this scenario, I forgot that they're going to be there, okay? Yeah. Honey, I'm home. Oh, I didn't know you two were going to be here, sorry.
Where have you been all day?
I've been at work, Mama.
Oh, yeah? Messing around, probably. Playing on your video games, weren't you?
I wasn't, I was working.
What's all that down your top?
Beans.
Beans. Just so funny. You've done improv for years. Me and you were in a comedy sketch group together. Anytime we try and improvise a scene, it ends up like that. What's down your top? Beans. And I'm like, well, I set him up for that. What could possibly be down his top?
Yeah. What have you done? Shit myself. What more do I need to say?
That is going to get me laughing. I've shit myself.
Yeah, we like it, and we hope you do too, listeners. And if you're 128 episodes in, you're either enjoying that humour or you're bloody sick of it by now. Now, are you ready for a rundown of Chapter 31, Book 5, Owls?
Yes, please, brother.
It is time for exams at last, and Ron, Harry and Hermione are getting ready, aren't they? They're revising and they're doing their exams. There are loads of old teachers that are coming to do the exam invigilation, and they're going all right until astronomy exam. When they're in the middle of the night and they're doing their astronomy, when suddenly there's a kerfuffle outside Hagrid's hut. Umbridge and her cronies are trying to evict Hagrid from the school. Hagrid starts like battering them with his big dolphin fists, and then McGonagall comes out to try and save Hagrid, and then 4 people shoot her with a wand, and then she's like all shot dead on the floor like that. And then Hagrid runs off into the forest like this, oi, 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 like that. And and then they've finished doing their exams, and it's the final exam, and now Harry has another dream in the middle of the exam about the Department of Mysteries, and then he goes and then falls onto the floor and distracts everybody from the exam, and everybody gets 0 because they looked at Harry during the exam. And that was Owls.
Weird, wasn't it?
What, my rundown?
No. The chapter.
Yeah, it was a bit. Yeah, well, it was a lot of like.
Imagine looking out the window and
exams.
seeing the ground. Imagine looking out the window during an exam and seeing the groundskeeper like being shot at.
Oh, it'd be fascinating, wouldn't it? Imagine that in the middle of one of your exams. Look out the window. Because our janitor at school was called Mick, and he was like a 6.5-foot bald bloke. He had like Hagrid / Og vibes, actually. But I
You never
can
tell him
imagine him
that.
getting shot at. That'd have been interesting.
DL. The things you Welsh consider sport.
Well, there used to be a sport in Wales called Knapana Bando, right? And it was
Knapana Bando.
Knapana Bando, right? And it was a bit like rugby, but the goals were the doors of each village's church. So the match would happen across a whole village, and the whole idea was to get a ball through the doors of the next village's church. But it used to be very violent. People used to die playing it and used to get beaten up to death.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if that was the Knapan bit or if that was the Bando bit, but...
Did you ever play this game?
No, this is like hundreds of years ago they used to play this. Now it's evolved into rugby. Where
I got to tell you this
instead
as
of a
well.
church, it's a goal.
Speaking of you, my dad was telling me how excellent you looked as a vampire.
Hey, well, you've got to thank Martina for that. She did all my makeup and my widow's peak. Yeah. So
Thank you, Martina, and also thank you for being an excellent model.
thank you. Well, that means a lot coming from your dad, because I feel like he's very artistically minded.
In a way, yes, and he can be very horrible as well. If he doesn't like the way someone looks, he'll tell me. I was in a supermarket in Spain once, and he crushed 2 boxes of paracetamol into my head, not on purpose or a form of abuse, but he had a box of paracetamol and in each hand, and he'd spotted someone This is mad. He'd spotted someone that he thought looked interesting enough for me to see, and instead of saying, "Come look at this person," he grabbed my head and dragged it, and, honestly, down an aisle, and pointed it at someone. I remember not caring whatsoever because I had 2 corners of paracetamols being pressed into my temple. I was like, ah. So what a torture that is. It's like the Ludovico treatment for, I don't know, just trying to distress me. Does that put you off? Yeah.
When you said that he'd pushed 2 paracetamols into your head, I thought that's how he thought they worked. Right, push him in. That headache will soon go away. Bloody hell. There is something funny about somebody being like, look, forcing someone to look. It's an unusual person in a supermarket in Spain. So, this bloody chapter, it was weird, and it starts off with them having to reveal to Ron that they didn't actually watch him in his golden moments when he saved all the goals.
Sad that one.
Because they were with Hagrid and his brother.
That's too sad, that. You didn't see any of it? No? Just like what you were saying last week. Isn't it sad that he's supported Harry at every one of his matches? He's got a match.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't come to that. Why? Hagrid's changed someone up. So who's your friend, sorry? Is it me, who's always been with you? Or is it the man who always puts you in danger? Hard to say.
Hard to say. Yeah, well, yeah, just let him have... Because there's a bit where he's talking about the Quidditch match quite a lot. And those two are like, oh, not again. Going on about it. Let him have the limelight for once. You don't have to be the centre of attention every week, Harry Potter. And Hagrid, so it's all revealed that Hagrid wants them to teach Grope English.
Too big of an ask. Too big of an ask.
Yeah, you teach him English. Do you want him fluent, or do you want him to, have enough to buy a paper? What?
Do you ever think being godfather is a crazy ask this day and age? If I had a sibling and they made me godfather, well, I am a godfather, I think, or something.
Something.
I'm someone, aren't I? Do you not see a man when you look back at me? But what if this person had 20 children?
Yeah.
And now you've got to be
exactly.
Care for all these kids.
Yeah, you can have 20 different ones, or you can have one ultimate godfather.
20 different Oh, I thought you meant 20 different children, or one ultimate child the size of 20 children. Well, let's go up, innit?
It's time for you to battle and decide who will be ultimate child. Yeah. Yeah, bloody it. Yeah, well, cause it's like Hagrid. Because if you get sacked, is he just going to live in the forest forever? Is that what you're asking us to do? Because maybe by the end of the term we can get him to recognise the Roman alphabet.
I think it's an impossible ask.
Yeah, I do.
Because it's like going, teach my dog English? No.
Yeah. Right, Hagrid, we've got him to sit and to beg. He doesn't know English, but he will bring you the newspaper. Is that any good? Well, I wanted him to be able to read at least GCSE level English literature.
Well, you can't do that, Hagrid.
Yeah. You don't have GCSE level English literature. I have too. You're not, and I have too. Don't make sense. I ain't never heard nothing in my life. Right. He ain't never heard nothing in his life.
You ain't ever gonna get this candy.
You ain't ever gonna get these pumpkins, Arge. That sounds like it could be a name of a future Hogwarts keeper, doesn't it? Arge. Og, Hagrid, Arge. Yeah. Well, it's bloody difficult, isn't it? Maybe they just need to start reading to him so he gets like the flavour for the English language.
Hagrid, Draco says of success, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And how much do you consider that to be true?
I think it is very helpful if you know people. But it's not just who you know, it's, you know, if you're a nice person, then people are more likely to help you with things, aren't they?
Who you know, nice person. It's like a three thing. Who you know, are you a nice person, and are you capable?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a three-way thing.
Because nice person, you know someone? No, because you'll ruin their reputation. Know someone capable? You're not a nice person. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Capable, nice person. Well, no one's going to help you. You don't know anyone.
Yeah. Capable, nice person, know someone. Bing, 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 bing. You got it. You got the three fucking cherries all lined up. You're going to be a success.
Bing, 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 bing.
Oh, successful boy. Who do you know? What you know? Nice. Good luck to you.
Why is Hermione so sceptical about these magic potions they've got? She's like, it's all nonsense. It's not going to work.
It's not going to work. Yeah, it's Red Bull. It will give you a bit of energy.
Magic potions don't work. Yes, they do. We've made several.
Yeah, she's mad. You turned into a cat. And you don't think that's going to make me think a bit better? You believe in Polyjuice potion, but you don't believe in a stimulant. Is that what you're saying? Mad. Hey, this gas makes you laugh. It's not going to work.
It might.
Well, it does.
It does work.
It's called laughing gas. That does sound like something that J.K. Rowling would have made up, doesn't it, laughing gas? It's a puke pasty. It's laughing gas. Oh. It's the devil's lettuce. Oh. It's magic.
No cheating at school, not fair. We've previously spoken about my cheating attempts where I snuck in an essay and a tiny little piece of paper and hid it under my hair.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if
you did that.
Did we ever speak about my friend's cheating method? He recorded an essay in entirety, put it onto an iPod, and then listened to it and wrote it down in an exam.
Really? Got away with it?
Got caught.
Yeah, of course he did. Because it's not as if... Because nowadays, if you had AirPods and long hair, you could cover them up, couldn't you?
Yeah.
But in those days, where he's got his Dre Beats...
There's a point in this chapter where someone's discussing the skill of Dumbledore as a wizard, yeah. Who is this?
Yeah. It's one of the examiners. I think it's the head examiner, Griselda Marchbanks.
And Griselda says, Dumbledore did things with a wand I've never seen before, and I could not tell. That's open to interpretation slightly, isn't it? Because he's either doing things no one else can do, or she'd made a comment on the kind of wand he had. He was doing things with a wand I've never seen before. It's the elder one.
Yeah, I was inclined more to his magical ability.
Yeah, what it actually means, yeah, sure.
Yeah. The spells were very basic, but he was using one of those Marvin's Magic plastic ones. And I've never seen that done before, but he was very good with it.
He was brilliant.
Brilliant! Yeah.
Harry...
Well, I think eventually the wand manufacturers will go to plastic, won't they?
Harry did his exam in Defence Against the Dark Arts and was exceptional, wasn't he?
Yes, I've got to admit, no shitting about it, he was fantastic.
Mm. And
pulled everything out of the bag.
Professor Umbridge was watching, wasn't she?
Yeah. Under that pressure as well. That must have added a bit of pressure, having her eyes watching on him.
Can you remember how she was watching?
Greedily.
Coolly.
Oh, should have guessed. Coolly.
She's watching.
Well, it's just like...
She's like this.
She's been described so many ways, this woman, and coolly, I can't imagine her doing anything coolly.
She wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Hey, how about this? Umbridge almost is like the sports brand Umbro.
Oh, and Dumbledore is almost like the sports brand Dunlop.
Let me write that down.
And McGonagall is almost like the sports brand
McDonald's.
Nike. Oh, McDonald's. Yeah. It's all coming together, isn't it? And Flitwick is like Feeler. And
Well, the first one was a stretch. There's no point carrying on.
oh, okay, sorry.
Oops, sorry.
Oh yeah, I wanted to. I remembered a story because it was talking about the invigilators, right? And I remember when I was in school, there was a big argument amongst the teachers because this was only mock exams; it wasn't the real exams. But sometimes you probably had this where it was children from different exams in the same hall doing like more than one type of exam. Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this one, they had different year groups for these mock exams, right? So we were A-level, right? But there was also year 10 music. And as part of the music mock exam, they had to listen to Jailhouse Rock by Elvis and answer the questions on the piece of paper. So we were there trying to do a maths A-level mock exam. And suddenly, out of the speakers goes, "Oh, man, party man, the county jail. I don't know the way. Hear the ball, boom, bang. Hear the ball, boom, boom." And then this teacher marched over and she was like, "We are trying to do a maths exam." And the other teacher was like, "But these children need to listen to Jailhouse Rock." She put it on again. Let's rock. Let's rock. About the whole time. I was inspired by Hyacinth Booth K's dance.
That is, isn't it?
On the ship. Oh, she can't believe she's doing it. Yeah.
Hope none of the maths students got, confused with any of their questions. If Cliff Richard can only allow thin people in his house, and Elvis weighs over 28 stone, how much weight must Elvis lose so Cliff Richard will let him in the house?
Solve this equation. Differentiate this from first principles. You've written here, "Come on, let's rock." I was a bit distracted, I'm sorry.
You've written here...
Crash, boom, bang.
You've written here, "Come on, let's rock." What does that mean?
Can you not give me a point for my working out? You've not worked anything out. You've just written, "Come on, let's rock." I get half a point for "come on"? No. Yeah. Hey, well, I think these vigilators in this chapter are very unprofessional. Because, first of all, they're giving feedback straight away, which I don't think they should do. I think it should be like, "Right, you've done that." They write down.
Wouldn't put anyone off, would it? You're not doing that well. Next year. Well done, Harry. Oh, I must just tell you about Tiberius Ogden. He's been telling me loads about... Who the fuck is Tiberius Ogden?
I know, because they're all doing it in the same room, like, and when Harry does something, he's like, "Oh, that was fantastic. Full marks." You know, and you're with somebody else and you do your spell and they just go, "Oh." You can see them writing a note. Well, I can see your hand going in a circular motion. Oh.
See them writing a note. That's a big one.
Yeah.
Or a cross.
Yeah, and then that guy's like, oh. And I've heard you can do a Patronus. Would you like a bonus point for doing that? Bonus points? Shouldn't be offering them out, should we?
I'll tell you what, I think it's time to go home from the pub when Tiberius Ogden is mentioning to other people around the table about a teenage boy and the marks his skills at school.
Yeah. Quiet week, was it, that we're talking about this?
Oh, Tiberius, are you related to...
There's a
are you related to Harry Potter, Tiberius? Are you related to...
No.
What's your connection to him? Have you heard this?
Right, well, all I'm saying is he can produce a fully functioning Patronus at the age of 14.
Well, when are you meant to do it? 18. He's been through trauma, I'm not surprised.
Yes. Anyway, it's your round. And I won't be having a half.
If Harry Potter was here, he wouldn't make me buy a round. Yes, he would.
Yeah, would you'd have to? He's 15.
What do you think about...
Yeah, bloody hell. And the exams are a bit easy, aren't they? The first question in Defence Against the Dark Arts is... describe the wand movement and incantation for objects to fly. Right. First lesson of first year, is it? All right. Wingardium Leviosa, swish and fall.
I don't believe...
But then maybe it's just to get them in the mood for the exam. Easy question to start
Do you know when
with.
they can't do spells? I'm like, do you mean it's just pointing your wand and saying it? Like, do it. It's magic.
Yeah. Yeah, very, very.
Hermione has got arithmetic.
Oh, yeah.
So what? I did that in year 3.
What next? Yeah, well, arithmancy. Come on, it's arithmetic. What next? Mental manths. Who's going to do mental manths, are you? Oh, it's magic. It's got an N in it.
I used to like mental maths.
It felt like a real challenge, didn't it? You know, did you ever get that tape that they'd play?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
And you had to keep up. I'd be like, I'll go back to that one and make a note of what the question was.
Yeah.
And then he'd keep going. I can't keep up. I can't keep up.
For those of you that don't know, this was the thinking man's bleep test. The mental maths tapes, right? Where you'd have to do it under considerable pressure, wouldn't you? Mm. Yeah, bloody hell. They don't know how easy they've got it these days. Yeah, so they're up. They're up the astronomy tower, aren't they? And they see it absolutely kicking off. It's a bloody Royal Rumble, isn't it? Hagrid's there, like Andre the Giant, just like fighting everybody off, and they're like shooting him. Is he allowed to get his brolly out, or is he banned from using magic?
No, he's past that now. Now he can use magic.
Yeah, I thought that as well. Could he not like get his brolly out and do that a bit?
I think he might have taken it out of his brolly.
Yeah, it wouldn't be very useful in a duel, would it? If someone's coming at you and you're trying to unwrap the Velcro bit. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, bloody hell. I can't even imagine, like... But it must happen in schools where teachers have a fight, mustn't it?
Well, in your school, the maths one, these children are trying to do a maths quiz. These children are trying to listen to Jailhouse Rock.
Oh, yeah, but that didn't come to blows. Just came to a few tusks and an annoyed voice.
No, kind of jail. How did... That music teacher, before going into that exam, should have been like, listen, we need to not do this together because this involves a cassette element.
Yeah. And also the fact that they've not even forewarned them. And they're just thinking, well, they won't mind us playing Jailhouse Rock through the loudspeakers. Would you mind Summer Holiday as well? No, you've had Jailhouse Rock. We're not listening to Summer Holiday.
Oh, Summer Holiday. We had to do that in year 1, and it's never left me. Or was it Reception? Perhaps Reception. I did it in Reception, and it's never left me. We did a Summer Holiday-based assembly.
Yeah.
Mrs. Hayway, she got her husband to paint a big red bus.
Is she from Newcastle? Mrs.
Hayway! Wee. She's my reception teacher. She got her husband to teach a big red bus, and he'd be in the classroom painting it. And it was funny because the kids would walk up to him and we'd go, "Who are you?" And he'd point at Miss Hayway and go, "That's my mum." And we'd be like, "Okay." And she's like, "No, he's not. I am not his mum. That's my husband. That's my mum, this old man. That's my mum."
That's funny.
And she had us singing this song. We're all going on a summer holiday. Son had left her for a week or two.
Why an American voice?
Because that's how he sang it.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh. Come on, Cliff. Well, did
On
you
a
know
holiday
he sings
with
some
you.
songs in German as well?
Well, he shouldn't.
He did.
There's only a few bands that are big in Germany. Right, let's go through them.
No.
Kiss.
Yeah.
They're big in Germany. Who else? What's he called? What's that guy from Baywatch called?
David Hasselhoff.
Hasselhoff. He's big in Germany.
Is he?
He used to be.
Right. So the band's Kiss and David Hasselhoff. Does he sing? I didn't even know he sang.
Oh, he's a summit.
He's summing, isn't he? Runs about in his shorts.
Do you like him?
Well, I used to quite like him on Britain's Got Talent because he was quite... was it Britain's Got Talent or America's Got Talent? Can't remember what he was on. But anyway...
This lad in ITV game shows. Jesus Christ.
But he was always quite a positive influence. I quite liked his...
Well, I liked him when he did a celebrity catchphrase on ITV. That was good. And, I like when they spoke about him in Coronation Street and Emmerdale. They mentioned him on TV Burp quite a few times like that. Jesus Christ, this boy. Get him away from ITV.
Yeah. Hey, you know Stephen Mulhern? Yeah. I don't know where I'm going with that. I just thought I'd mention Stephen Mulhern. I don't know what my idea was. Who doesn't like Stephen Mulhern? Or have I made that up?
Loads of people. He's a gimp.
Is he? Don't say. You can't say that, I don't think.
Why not? What's wrong with gimp? Lucy said that to me. But in my head, I was like...
It's a sex slave, isn't it?
Yeah, a gimp, but not like it's a consensual one. A gimp is a man or someone wearing a leather mask with a zip on it.
Yeah.
Hey, this time last year, we were prepping for your panto.
Oh yeah, we were, weren't we? Yeah. Well, I'm going to go this year to watch. I don't know if you want to come along and watch.
Maybe.
Yeah, have a think.
Can I be in it?
Maybe. I don't know.
As the lead?
Yeah. Well, we can talk about as the lead or whether you can be an unsuspected audience member. I'm not even in it. It's nothing to do with me now.
We can talk about whether you'll be the lead or an unsuspected audience member. That is how they grind you down, right?
Yeah.
Not like you, but like anytime you want something, you know, so maybe you can be maybe that, or possibly something that's a lot shitter than that. But either way, it'll be one of them, and you know exactly which one. It's going to be the shit one. It's never going to be the best one.
Well, I like to give out the roles first because I'm doing a panto with the kids at school in this drama club, and I handed out the roles the week before last. And, well, 2 weeks ago I was like, right, anyone who wants a big part, they'll have to do a little audition. So I gave them all like little monologues to choose from. And but then some of them didn't do it, so I was like, all right, well, if you don't do it, you don't want to roll. And then so I'm giving out the roles, and I'm like, right, and you're going to be a mouse. She was like, a mouse? I wanted to be Cinderella. I was like, you didn't even audition. You're not going to get Cinderella if you don't show any initiative.
Imagine you with your pad out
Be a
deciding the
mouse.
roles. That kid who didn't audition might be good for Cinderella.
She's a star in the making, her, who didn't bother to do an audition.
She just needs to be pushed. She needs to be pushed, and I'm going to be the one to push her.
Well, I liked everything you did, but I liked more what you didn't do.
My parents use
Cinderella
that
for you?
tactic of never saying no, like you did before. They're like, Mum, Dad, are we going to go on a nice holiday this year? They're like, yeah, we're going on a nice holiday. You're a shit holiday.
Yeah, we're going on a nice holiday in our minds.
I'll teach you all how to disassociate into thinking you're somewhere nice.
Yeah, a lot cheaper, isn't it, kids?
Yeah, a nice holiday will get you all a lobotomy.
I've just realised I'm very dark. Sorry. There we go.
Mum, can I have some cool trainers? Yeah, you can have some nice trainers, or you can have some shit trainers.
Shit trainers. Yeah, you can have some nice trainers, or just keep those you've got now. Is that all right, darling?
Yeah, you can have nice trainers, or we'll cut the toe off the current trainers so you can just keep wearing them.
Satisfactory? Or do you want to be a little spoilt brat? Taking the clothes off Daddy's back. Yeah. No. Yeah, then he has this weird episode in the exam hall, doesn't he? Right. Now, it's Harry, because he's dreaming that he's Voldemort, right? And he's dreaming that he is torturing someone with Crucio. Is he doing that in the exam with his pen?
The examiner. Very good!
Oh, bonus points for you. I am in agony. Did you know that Harry Potter can produce Avada Kedavra 14? Fantastic. My colleague was dead within a second. Full marks to you, boy.
Yeah, it's your round.
Oh.
Oh, give me your address. No, give me privately so I don't have to edit it out.
What? Oh, genuinely?
Yeah.
Alright. So, he's on the floor screaming. Now, does that count as a mitigating circumstance? Do you think the exam board would let him do it again? Or do you think they'd just mark him for whatever he'd done up to that point?
Might round it up, mightn't they? Yeah, that's pretty good.
Round it up. Well, he got 79%, so that rounds up to 100. Congratulations. It turns out that everyone who took this exam got 0 or full marks. We did do a bit of rounding.
I love rounding up.
Oh, it's fantastic, isn't it? Don't want to be bothering with those pesky units. Make it a nice round number.
Right.
Yeah, well, in Germany, if you have you can have a round birthday. They call it a round birthday. So if you turn like 30 or 40 or something, it's eine runde Geburtstag. You got a round birthday. And that's your word for today, Og. Not Og.
I thought you were going somewhere with that.
No. Never expect. When you assume, you make an ass out of you and me.
I wasn't assuming.
Oh.
I was thinking.
Well, that's allowed.
Right. How many tortured giants running through the woods are you going to give this chapter out of 5?
Oh, bloody weird chapter. A lot of it was just about exams, which is as interesting as it sounds. I did like the Royal Rumble with Hagrid and Umbridge and McGonagall, who might be dead for all we know.
He liked the Royal Rumble. Yep.
But does that take away from the rubbish earlier on? I'm going to say no. I'm going to give it 2 tortured giants running through the forest out of 5.
Interesting. Lukas did not like it too much. For me, this chapter, it was just caked in like elements of humanity. Broken hearts, Ron having been betrayed, his friend has not come to see him at the Quidditch match. A giant chained up. Now 2 children forced to aid for this giant and teach him English. Excuse me. Peer pressure. I mean, you've got Ernie running around trying to make people revise more than they should. I did 8 hours. What? Who are you? We don't speak to you. Got the exams. You got Dean Thomas letting off creatures into Umbridge's lesson. He thinks he's doing something just, but if anything, he's making things worse. Hagrid being shackled and chained and chased out of Hogwarts. And it was not too long either. I can give this chapter no less than 5 giants running through the forest out of 5.
Fantastic. Anything more coming from your side?
Well, I've not had 5 messages asking for a quiz, so there's no demand.
Oh, well, I'm missing it, and if anybody else is missing it, you've got to do it. You've got to message Tom.
No. 5 people need to message Lukas. Message Lukas to his personal account, or I'll read out his mobile number. You can call him.
Yeah. Yeah. And we can bring back the quiz. Well, now it's time for the nation's first top favourite golden segment, by default, Hedwig's Droppings. We're not alluding to owl poo, we're not alluding to ploppings. We mean the messages you send in when we allude to Hedwig's Droppings. So, what's in a beak this week? Well, she's got a message from Bex in a beak. Bex has emailed us, said, "Hello, I started listening last week to the pod and I love the show. You may have covered this in later episodes as I'm not fully up to date yet, but it's been playing on my mind. In Chamber of Secrets, it says that Hagrid tried to raise werewolf cubs under his bed when he was a student. But in Prisoner of Azkaban, we then learn that werewolves are wizards that turn into werewolves.
Yes.
Did Hagrid have kidnapped children under his bed?" Yes.
What book are they on? I feel like we covered that.
Yeah, we covered that. Bex, by the time you've listened to this, you'll have known that we've covered it, and we hope you're still enjoying the podcast.
Not only did we cover it, that was like a running joke for about 3 years.
Well, she's got that to look forward to.
Do you know what made me laugh?
Yeah.
I keep laughing about that message we had from the other week, which was from a little kid that was like, "Please talk more about Harry Potter." And it made me laugh because I think they're in school or something. And so I was like, the things me and you complain about, living, home maintenance.
Yes.
And they're like, come on.
I think she was in primary school as well, that girl who did a review. Oh, Mum, they're talking about mould again. Oh, don't worry, they'll be back on Harry Potter soon.
No,
keep listening.
It's sciatica now. They're just getting older, Mum.
Well, it's a lesson of life. Now, we've had another message from Lydia. And Lydia says, "Hi, Pottervision. I was just wondering whether you have heard of Harry Potter fan fictions." We have. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I would love to hear what you think on fan fictions, and if you could have your own character, what would they be called, and what house or era would they be in? Alright, so you're a fan fiction writer. Where are you setting it? What kind of character are you coming up with?
Right. I would be in the current generations, post the Wizarding War, yeah? I'd be in Hogwarts with a mobile phone.
Oh, yeah, that's
That'd
good.
be cool. There were no mobile phones at Hogwarts. I was like, I've got one. Yeah. I'm taking selfies in the toilets. I'm doing TikToks with the ghosts.
Yeah. That's funny. What would your character be called?
Addy Blondesler.
Daddy Blondesler. It's very funny having a kid called Daddy. Daddy Blondesler. You walk up to get to be sorted into your house. Now, come on, Daddy. Wish and flick.
My friends call me Dad.
Oh, seems like Daddy's late to class. 10 points from Gryffindor. Yeah. Well, I would have a character called Linda Bagwash. And
Why have you called... Isn't the author of this email called Linda?
no, Lydia.
Oh, Lydia.
And she's going to live in the 80s. Ooh, the 80s, yeah? And she's going to tell the kids all about things like, what's it called, with Pat Sharp and Kylie Minogue and Jason Donovan singing together. People at Hogwarts are going to be like, what's that? And she's going to be like, Neighbours, don't you get that in the Wizarding World? They'll be like, no. And, yeah, so if anyone likes that idea and knows a publishing company, let me know. Yeah, so thank you very much for your email, Lydia. Now, we've got some new patrons, and our first one is a baby Harry, and it's Nick.
Nick. Hello, Nick. You are a baby. You are blowing bubbles in a back garden. As you blow the bubbles, you fall into one, and you start floating off in the air. Ooh, you think it's not possible? Well, it is now. These are magic bubbles. You're floating off into the air thinking, la 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 la, this is fun. But then you keep growing higher and higher and higher. To the point where it seems like you're almost going to be leaving the Earth's atmosphere. I am on a plane as a passenger. I see you floating in the air. I open the emergency exit and dive out the plane. Oh! I grab you. We are hurtling towards the earth. The bubble's been popped. Whoosh! You think, oh my God, neither of us are going to survive. I think, yes, we bloody are. Just before I hit the ground, I kiss you 5 times. And I throw you upwards, taking the fall myself. You feel no impact. I sacrifice myself for you.
Oh, well, I hope you feel good about that, Nick. Now we've got another baby Harry, so please welcome Benita.
Benita, you have just been born, and as a celebration, your parents have ordered a takeaway pizza. The delivery man comes and he says, here's your pizza. And your parents got a bit of attitude. They go, we can take the old boxes. And he's like, not part of my job. You have been in the kitchen and you've accidentally crawled into one of these boxes, and your parents hand you to the delivery driver, right? He then drives you to the next house, and he thinks, oh, I'll just give this person an empty box and their pizza. I am at the next house. I open my pizza. It is scorching hot. I eat the whole thing, 24 slices. What, like that? Open the second box. Time for my second pizza. It's a baby. I got no idea
Oh.
where you come from. I think, what can I do here? I put on Into the Night Garden. Tell you, let you watch that. I call the police. They come round. It's a weird one. It's just what happened.
Yeah.
Police come, they say, what's happened? They go, baby there. They go, that baby looks hungry. I go, yeah. They go, what?
Yeah.
Your tummy's fat and full. I go, it's just how it worked out. Take the baby. I go, quick kiss. They went, if you want. Knock. You are put into care.
There you go, Benita. And we've got another baby Harry, so very big warm welcome to Zaid A.
Zaid A. Were you pulling funny faces at me then?
No, I was eating a cola bottle.
What are you doing then?
Yeah, I was gurning a bit for the camera.
You gurning's got ecstasy in them cola bottles. What me say? Zaid A.
Zaid A.
Zaid A. You've been taken into a tailor's. Some of these I'm like, must have done this before.
Yeah.
Who knows? But I feel like the only people who... Would you even remember your own baby story? I don't know.
I think it holds a very special place in everybody's heart.
Zaid A. Your father has taken you into a tailor because he needs a new suit. He's being measured up left, right and centre. Tape. Inner of his leg. Oi, cheeky. You're wandering round and you're playing with everything that's in this tailor's. Thread, needle, fabric, the finest fabric. Someone kicks in the door. It's a robbery. Your dad's in his underpants and they've got a gun to his head. It's weird. Give me all your money. He says, look at me, I'm in my underpants. I've got no money on my person. They turn to the tailor. You then. Give him some money. He goes, I'm not giving you a penny. They pick up you and put the gun to your head. This is sick. Right? They go, give me some money now or I'm going to take this baby away. I walk through the door. Yeah? You two start to think I'm an accomplice. I go, I'm not an accomplice. Watch this. If I was an accomplice, would I do this? I reach round and I put my hand over the man's eyes.
Yeah.
And he's like, get off. I go, no. I press my fingers deep into his eyes and I blind him. He's screaming, and he runs out. Yeah. I say, you're welcome. I pick the baby up, hand it over to the dad.
Lovely. And so thank you very much, Zaid. Do you fancy doing one more?
Oh, no, that's been the 3 baby stories for this week.
Are you sure it's a very special someone?
Who is it? Is he mum?
It's my mum. It's Susan Kirkby. She's a baby Harry.
Okay, then. Susan Kirkby, you are a baby on the beach. One of the beaches in Britain. Not a great beach abroad. One in Britain. Picture it now. Donkey rides. Ice creams. Scallies. Fuck off, you dickhead! Britain. You're playing in the sand, building a sandcastle. You're having the whale of a time. Someone else decides to build a sandcastle using a much bigger bucket. They scoop a load of sand out of the sand, and in doing so, they scoop you up with it. They place you at the top of the sandcastle, lifting up the bucket on this sandcastle that must be 5 feet high, and your face is at the top of it, right? I come over to tell the man who's just done this, not to do this. I say, there's a baby up there. He goes, whoa, whoa, whoa. You want to take a picture of the sandcastle? £5. I go, you're out of your mind. I don't care about your sandcastle. He goes, well, there's no need for that. And he pushes me. I go, oh. I said, don't write checks you can't cash. He goes, what? I slap him. His face turns a bit like that. I didn't slap him hard enough. Slap him again.
Yeah.
He turns and goes, you're not that strong. I said, I'm not that strong. What about this? Look at this. I open my palm. He goes, what?
Yeah.
I blow sand in his eyes. He's screaming.
Oh. Yeah.
Falls back, hits the sandcastle. Your mum goes flying.
Yeah.
Mrs. Kirkby, I grab you, hold you in my arms, and you are safe. You're in Britain. Everything is good.
Hey, fantastic. And if anyone wants to join the Patreon like my mum, if you go to patreon.com/Pottervision, loads of bonus episodes, loads of bonus content, exciting things going on over there, Discord, and loads of cool stuff. So head over and join us. And that was Hedwig's Droppings. This has been the Pottervision podcast. Thank you so much to everybody for watching. Just a reminder that we're going to be in Manchester, Liverpool and London. All the tickets are now available. Pottervision.com. Go on there, follow the links, and it should be clear. And book a ticket. We'd love to see you there. First half, we're doing our new Chamber of Secrets show from the summer in Edinburgh. And in the second half, we're doing a live podcast recording, which is a bit like this, but you can laugh and we'll hear you. Or maybe give us a thumbs up if we're feeling a bit sad halfway through. You go like that. Next time, we will be on episode 129, chapter 32 of book 5, Out of the Fire. You have been a mother-kissing Tom Lawrenson.
And you have been a jumper-wearing Lukas Kirkby.
Goodbye.
Thank you for listening to the Pottervision podcast. The music was performed by Jack Evans. If you'd like bonus content and to support the show, you can visit patreon.com/Pottervision.